Oh.
Henry David Thoreau was an American author and philosopher in the 19th century. He spent a year of his life in Walden Pond, in solitude and solace, just sitting with himself, trying to discover what life meant to him. And this is what he said after returning. "I went to the woods because I wanted to live deliberately. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to put to rout all that was not life, and not, when I had come to die, discover that I had not lived." This really resonates with me. I want to take a look at it a little bit more. I feel like happiness is a puzzle with 1,002 different shifting pieces. What works one day clashes violently the next. We can never quite figure it out. And while we might be able to have the corner pieces down, wealth, success, family, love, whatever you might have, it changes on a daily basis. But the one thing that holds all of it together is passion. Passion is something that if you have it, you can live through anything. The most passionate person that I know is my grandfather. He's been a theoretical physicist for 53 years and is working with superconductors. And superconductors are really cool to me because it's basically something that when you cool it down to almost 0 Kelvin, the magnetic field flips and things can levitate. So when I was 12 years old, my grandfather showed me a levitating train in the physics lab at UCSB. You think that would be what I took away from that experience, but it wasn't. It was his energy, and it was his passion, and it was his love for what he was doing, because that was contagious. He calls it being electric, because ripples can fade, but electricity and sparks stay with you. If I put a metal rod out in front of me, and I spark it, it will conduct to everything else that it touches. He sparked me that day, and it's now my job to go and spark everyone that I'm in contact with. To me, my biggest fear is not death, or public speaking, or honestly even failure. It is timidity. Because someone without passion is far deader than Shakespeare or Thoreau. There are times in our lives where our passions are not popular, where they might not even be right. But it's these times where you must fight. Fight knowing that you may lose, that you may die. Because knowing that you might die and fighting anyways shows that you have at least something that's worth living for. And that's what we all need to explore. And that's what Thoreau found. So the question then is, where will your Walden Pond be? What will your woods be? But the bigger question is, what passion will drive you there? Thank you.